Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today I'm going to teach you a super simple trading strategy that uses the MACD indicator to identify potential good entry and exit points while you're trading the crypto market. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, if you are interested in trading and would like to try out the same crypto exchange that I use on a daily basis, go ahead and check out the MEXC exchange with the link in the video description down below this video. I personally love this exchange for two big reasons. The first one, as you guys can clearly see, they've got some of the cheapest trading fees in the entire industry at just 0.01%, so you get to keep more of your profits. Now, in addition to that, as many of you guys know, I'm a huge altcoin nerd, and MEXC has over 1,500 different altcoins for me to trade at any given time. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I actually love this exchange. So guys, for those of you who are new to trading, all right, now this video is going to be completely purely educational, all right, that's simply what I like to do. So for those of you who are completely new to trading, if you are not familiar with the MACD indicator, do not worry, because the way that I like to explain things is I like to explain things in a very, very simple manner. So I will go ahead and start this off by explaining what the MACD indicator actually is, and then we will go ahead and take a look at the charts while I'm explaining it, and I will show you exactly how to use it, all right? So if you don't know how to find the MACD indicator or how to get it, all you do is go up to indicators up here on TradingView, and you simply just type in MACD, okay? Just all one word, and it stands for Moving Average Convergence Divergence, and you will just click on it, and it will add it to the bottom of your chart. All right, guys, so as far as what it actually is, okay, so when it comes to the MACD indicator, it's basically a popular technical analysis indicator that's used in trading to identify potential trend changes and momentum shifts in the price of an asset, such as, stocks, currencies, or cryptocurrencies, whatever. And it's pretty much composed of three main parts, okay? The first main part is the MACD line, okay? The MACD line is typically, it's basically created by subtracting the 26-period exponential, moving average from the 12-period moving average, and represents the short-term trend momentum of whatever asset that you are currently analyzing, all right? Now, the next part of the MACD is the signal line, okay? The signal line typically represents a 9-period exponential moving average that's basically applied to the MACD line, and it helps to smooth out the MACD line and generates various trading signals as well. Now, the last part of the MACD, as you guys can clearly tell, is basically the histogram, okay? And the histogram pretty much it's a visual representation of the difference between the MACD line and the signal line, okay? Now, what exactly is the MACD used for, okay? There's literally all kinds of different use cases and uses for the MACD indicator, and the first that I'm going to talk about here is for identifying crossovers, okay? Between the MACD line and the signal line, all right? Basically, a bullish signal will occur when the MACD line crosses above the signal line, indicating potential upward momentum, and a bearish signal occurs when the MACD line crosses below the signal line, signaling, a potential downswing. And you can clearly see that here. Let me go ahead and make this bigger, actually, so you guys can get a good sense of what I'm talking about here, okay? So as you guys can clearly see here, we've got a crossover right here, all right? We've got a crossover right here, and things started to turn bearish, and we ended up, according to the histogram, we started to end up dropping. And you guys can clearly see here, we did end up dropping, okay? It wasn't much, but we did end up dropping. And when we dropped again, we dropped pretty far, okay? But nonetheless, when the lines did cross, we did end up dropping, okay? And the same thing here is true with right here, okay? Let me go ahead and get this over here. Same thing is true with this cross right here, all right? We crossed over right here, and we ended up moving slowly upwards, all right? And you can see that right here. Slowly upwards right here, all right? So that is what I'm talking about when I am talking about crossovers with the MACD, all right? Now, as far as the next use case for the MACD, the next good use case for the MACD is it's to indicate and to find, it's for divergence, okay? Traders typically look for divergence between the MACD and the price of an asset. And if the price makes higher highs while the MACD makes lower highs, it can typically indicate, weakening momentum and suggest a potential trend reversal. Now, another solid use case for the MACD is the histogram, okay? Since it provides insight into the strength of momentum, basically, when the bars on the histogram increase in height, continue to go higher and higher and higher, obviously, it indicates strong momentum, and as the bars start to get smaller and smaller and smaller, the momentum is starting to drop, okay? And you guys can clearly see that right here. The bars were pretty high up here, and we started to drop. And as you guys can see here, while we were moving upwards, you can clearly see it in the candle wicks as well. The candle wicks started to get smaller and smaller and smaller also. All right. So that is what I'm talking about when we are talking about a momentum shift here. Okay. Now, lastly, the MACD can be used to identify overbought and oversold conditions as well. Not all traders use the MACD for this, but some actually do. Okay. Basically, when the MACD is significantly above the zero line, when I'm talking about significantly above the zero line, it may indicate overbought conditions, okay? And the same is true, the same goes for the other direction as well. When the MACD is significantly below the zero line, it may indicate oversold conditions and suggest that a rebound may be happening soon, all right? Overall, guys, the MACD is literally an extremely versatile indicator. However, like all technical indicators, it should be used in conjunction with other analysis techniques to confirm signals and manage your risk effectively, okay? Realistically, one of the biggest things that I personally use the MACD for a lot of the times is I like to use the MACD for confirmation with my other trading strategy that I use on a regular basis myself. I like to use it as confirmation just to make sure that the rest of my indicators look like my trade setup that I'm currently tracking is going to follow through. All right. And typically, what I typically like to use it for is identifying crossovers. That's my biggest thing. When I start to see crossovers on the signal lines and stuff, that's kind of big news to me and confirmation that my trade is going to be playing out. All right. Overall here though, you guys, if you guys have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video related to trading or anything related to altcoins in general, feel free to go ahead and reach out to me in my free community Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description below this video as well. But overall here, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But before you guys leave, if you have not already and you would like to, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching.